And I'm back. And I was out yesterday for a drive with my F-150. This is a 2003. And I noticed that this wheel was getting a little warm. I stopped and I could feel the heat coming off it. Okay, I put blocking in here and I set the weight of the truck down on the blocking, and then I just put the jack on a bit of tension there next to it, so it's well supported. Don't get under a vehicle or don't work on one unless it's supported properly. There's 2 bolts there. They're 13mm on this one. Okay. Bring that caliper out of there like that. And you never want to let the caliper hang down on the hose, so you're going to put a piece of wire. Anything will do. Old coat hanger works. And you hang the caliper up like that. Take the weight of the caliper off the hose. All right, and we'll get back to that in a moment. Let's just take a look at these pads. Okay, get those out of there. There's still quite a bit of material on there. I think it just needs a cleanup. Yeah, let's take a look here. Yeah, that looks good. Just been sitting around getting a bit rusty and stuff, a little dirty. Let's see what this rotor looks like. Yeah, the rotor doesn't look too bad actually. And clean that up. And we're going to clean up these. We can take these off. Actually, these are the sliders. We'll clean those up and we can reuse those once we grease them. Okay, there's one there, and there's one on the top as well. Here, like that. Get that out of there. Okay. Now, what happens when a vehicle sits around for a while? These pistons are in a certain spot, and sometimes they just jam up in the bore a little bit. So the thing what we're going to do here is we're going to put a pad back in there. Sometimes you can use an old pad, but we can put both pads in there like that. And we'll just use a C-clamp, and we'll squish these back into the bore. But before we do that, I'm going to clean all the mud and grit out of these seals right here, because I don't want to get that pushed back in. Because when they're new, they're all recessed. They're all sitting in there, and as your pads wear, these pistons are sitting farther and farther out, and these little rubber boots come with it. So what I like to do is take an old toothbrush, only takes a moment, and just clean the grit out of there. And then when you reseat the piston, you're not pushing all that grit back down into the grooves that can make a hole. You don't want to make a hole in that, because you'll lose your brake fluid then. Okay, so I've just got a soapy water here. Clean those off like that, and then back in there with the toothbrush. Just to get all that stuff out of there. All right, so we're gonna just set those pistons back in the bore. So what we do is we put our pads in here. You can just, usually they say use an old pad, but we're going to reuse these, but we'll just be careful we don't push on the friction surface. So we put one in there like that. Put the other one in there like that. Okay. And I've got a C-clamp here. And we'll push those pistons back using the C-clamp. We'll push those back a little at a time until we get the piston seated back in the bore. Okay, so these slider pins, these are the culprit in most of the cases when calipers get sticky, is that these pins aren't lubed up anymore and they jam. So it's really important every now and then to make sure that these are clean and lubricated. Okay. That one up here. Okay, so the lubricant we're going to use here today is called Easy Slide by Clean Flow. There's different kinds, but they're silicone ceramic brake lubricants. You just need a small quantity of it. Put a little on this slide here, on the other side as well. Top and bottom, a little up here. Okay. Same thing. That's so those pads will slide back and forth as they, you want them to move in when the piston pushes it in to stop the rotor, but you want it to release. So this is what happens when, brakes get jammed up. They might apply, but they don't want to release because these sliders are all jammed up and corroded, and the lubricant's gone off of that and the pins. So that's what you want. Okay, now the other place to put it is you want a bit on these surfaces here, because the pads slide against that, and you want to put a little on this back side here. Okay, right there, like that. And we could add a little dab here too, even though we put some on the sliders. We could put a little bit on the ends of the pads. Like that. You don't want to get it on the friction surface, but you have to have it on these slide surfaces here, like that. All right, that one sits in there like that. And we'll do the same on the other one. A little bit on either one, like that. So, all right. I'll sit that in. Same thing. Okay. And we want these nice and lubed up, like so. And we'll put that little boot back on there. Okay. Get that there. Get the other one ready. Same thing. Boot down on there. Good. Okay, we want to make sure there's lots of nice lube on these pins. Okay. We'll put one in the top here, right there. And we'll put the other one in the bottom, right here. There's a caliper. Put that on there like that. That little plate needs to be horizontal, it looks like, on this one. And we'll put our bolt in. Then we'll get the same done on the other one. Oh, there. Okay. And those are 13 mil. Right here. Nice and snug. Okay. It's all good. Check the hose, make sure you didn't kink the hose when you had the caliper hanging. Hose looks good. Okay, what I usually like to do at this point is take some brake cleaner and just take off any of the fingerprints I might have got on the rotor, any grease that's on here. So I'm going to clean off this grease and get get my grease gun and we'll grease these suspension components while we're in here. It always pays to wipe the grease nipple off first so you don't push grit down into the joint. Okay. Very good. Okay. Okay, so whenever you go to push the caliper pistons back in, you should remove the cover from here. You know, it should never be so full that when you push back the pistons that it overflows, but you should check it anyway, and then when you're done, make sure the level is correct. Okay. There, it's working good. I'm going to step on the brakes here on the straight stretch, see which way it pulls. No, it's not pulling one way or the other. Usually if it pulls one way, you know, like it'll pull towards the side that's seizing up, but no, it's working good. That's working well. Driven it about 10 miles. And we're going to stop here in a minute and take a look at that wheel and see if it's gotten hot. And let's hope it hasn't. Anyway, that's fixed. Thanks for watching. Give us a like for this video and make a comment down below, and we'll see you again here very soon on Everyday Projects. Bye for now.